Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to create a video about today's Nintendo Direct. And then one announcement. One announcement got me. Try to guess which one it was. But let's just dive right into it. I'm not going to talk about everything, just the things that really stuck out to me. Let's start off with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Of course, we already knew that Banjo was coming, but they did a stealth launch, stealth drop, and they released Banjo and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate today, which is awesome. Really looking forward to checking him out. And then they announced the next downloadable character that's coming out in November, and that is Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, Mark of the Wolves. This guy's been in so many fighting games. He's such like a legendary character. Now, you know, he's an old school SNK Neo Geo fighting game character. Is Terry Bogard gonna resonate with everybody? Probably not. Am I excited about Terry Bogard? You better fucking believe it. This shit is awesome. You have a fighting game. You have a game where you got Terry Bogard versus Ken versus Ryu. It's like, this is insane. This is the closest thing we're gonna get to Capcom versus SNK 3, which is kind of a bittersweet thing to think about. But it's something. And Smash Ultimate, I mean, it's a damn good game. The best, most ambitious crossover game ever. Then, of course, Overwatch is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which is probably the worst kept secret. This was leaked like a day in advance, so it kind of, and it's one of those games that I'm sure like people were expecting. It wasn't really like a huge surprise. It's cool to see it come out on the Nintendo Switch. Am I gonna check it out? Probably not. I had my fill of Overwatch on PC like 3 years ago, but it's there for those who want it. It's on a Nintendo platform. It's pretty cool. More from Luigi's Mansion. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Luigi's Mansion 3, it might be my most anticipated fall game. It's like Luigi's Mansion 3 and Death Stranding. I'm not even lying. I'm more excited about Luigi's Mansion 3 than anything else Nintendo has for the rest of the year, including Pokemon, including Zelda. I love Luigi's Mansion, and it's looking so damn good. There's like these cool multiplayer modes that they're putting in. I love that there's like a bunch of themed floors in the game where there's like, you know, like pyramids and mummies and pirates, all kinds of crazy shit. I think that's awesome. It really mixes things up. And these multiplayer games, they're looking like Super Mario Party style. I'm all about that shit. I think it looks like a lot of fun. Divinity Original Sin 2 is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and this is like, it's like one of the most criminally slept on RPGs in like the last decade. This game is so incredible. It's so crazy, the amount of playstyles, the amount of options, the amount of just like crazy things that can happen in this game. It really is like a true like D&D game within a video game. It's crazy. It's got really fun multiplayer. I used to play this game a lot with my girlfriend, and now that it's out on the Switch, it's like, oh, you can take it on the go. I might have to double dip on Divinity because it's so damn good. I really recommend you guys check it out if you're into role-playing games, if you're into D&D even. I think Divinity Original Sin is really worth checking out. We got more on the new Game Freak game, Little Town Hero, I think it's called now. Used to be just called Town. And I don't know about this game. This one I'm just kind of like, Game Freak. Maybe they've been in the Pokemon bubble for a little bit too long. I'd love to be proven wrong. I would love nothing more for this game to come out and it'd just be amazing. But you know, I don't really know. I'm not 100% sold on it. Do you know what it is? I think it's the UI. I look at the gameplay and I look at the UI and I'm just like, this fucking game is half menus taking up the entire screen. But you know, I'm rooting for it. I hope it's really good. I'm really like happy to see Game Freak doing something different. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, FE Sharp. Well, I can't even pronounce this fucking game. This game is like, I remember when it first got announced, I'm just like, oh my god. I love Fire Emblem, SMT, Shin Megami Tensei, Cross Fire Emblem, this is gonna be insane. And then I saw the game, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I looking at? You know, I'm sure there's obviously an audience for this game. I know some people definitely speak highly of this game, but it's a little too out there for me. It's a little weird. It's coming out on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know. There's more Pokemon news, more Pokemon information on Sword and Shield. You can cook curry on rice, so that's fantastic. They got new teapot Pokemon. All right, let's go. I mean, look, all right, I got my double pack of Pokemon Sword and Shield on pre-order. I'm gonna play it when it comes out, and I'm just a huge Pokemon fan. I think more than anything, I want to be want to be surprised by Pokemon, because I haven't been surprised by Pokemon in like over a decade. And they need to do something big. And I don't know if Sword and Shield is that yet. I think it's a step in the right direction. You know, they have that big open areas, and I think that could be really, really cool. But you know, I'm gonna withhold my complete full judgment until I get my hands on the game in November. More stuff on Link's Awakening, which is out in like 2 weeks, which is absolutely insane. Really looking forward to that. The game looks super cute. I love the art style. My girlfriend loves the art style. And then there's like a long 5-minute spiel on Animal Crossing New Horizons. And I'm like a closet Animal Crossing fan. I fucking love Animal Crossing. It's like the most chill, most relaxing game ever. My girlfriend loves it. She's super excited about it. And yeah, everything that they showed, like, there's crafting. It's more Animal Crossing. It's gonna be like almost 7 years between New Leaf and New Horizons once it's finally out, which is crazy. But it's definitely a day one buy for me. So they finished off the Direct with a definitive version, a remastered version of Xenoblade Chronicles, which is great because that was a Nintendo Wii game, and that game, if you go back and play it, it looks rough. And I really liked Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Nintendo Switch. I really liked it. I didn't love it, but I did really, really like it. Thought it was great. What I really want to see, though, what I really, really want to fucking see is more of this shit. Xenoblade Chronicles X. This game is the fucking tits, dude. This game is so damn good. And I would love it. I would love it if this game was next after Xenoblade Chronicles. It was so good. And then, of course, we need to talk about Super Nintendo games finally coming out on the Nintendo Switch for free. The online Nintendo Online service. They're just adding 20 Super Nintendo games to the online service starting tomorrow, which is freaking incredible. And you know, like a couple weeks ago, I made a video about the 7 Super Nintendo games that I would love to see on the Nintendo Switch, that we need to see on the Nintendo Switch. How did we do? Not very good. But one of the things I said at the very beginning of that video is, look, most of what we're gonna see is first-party Nintendo stuff, and sure enough, we're seeing a lot of first-party Nintendo stuff. But one of the games I did mention on that list was Demon's Crest, which is coming out tomorrow on the Nintendo Switch for free as part of the Nintendo Online service, so not technically free. But I think that's fantastic. Capcom really seems to have put a bunch of their titles on the Nintendo Online service. You know, you got Super Ghosts and Goblins, Demon's Crest. I think there's a Breath of Fire game on there as well, which is awesome. I cannot wait to play some Link to the Past, some Super Metroid, some Mario World on the Nintendo Switch. It's gonna be amazing, and they added the rewind feature. It's gonna be so good. So what was the announcement? What was the one game that basically forced my hand into making this video? The one game that I absolutely did not see coming in this Nintendo Direct, completely out of left field, and pretty much made me have to make this video. Motherfucking Deadly Premonition. Are you serious? Are you serious that we are getting Deadly Premonition 2 on the Nintendo Switch 10 years later? I shit you not, when Deadly Premonition came out on the Xbox 360, IGN gave it a 2 out of 10. That is not a lie. Go and look that shit up. A 2 out of 10. This game is objectively very bad, but it's so good. It's so quirky, so weird, so fucking bizarre that I'm just completely drawn to it. By all means, it's a bad game. It looks terrible. The voice acting is terrible. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was just enamored with fucking how weird and strange it was. It's got this allure to it. This game was super inspired by Twin Peaks, just like the Pacific Northwest setting and the main character and all of his quirks and stuff. Twin Peaks was actually very, very popular in Japan, which is very strange when you think about it, because Twin Peaks and Japanese culture couldn't be further from each other. But here we are. This is the fucking timeline we're living in. Deadly Premonition 2 coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and a stealth drop released today. Deadly Premonition, the original game, released on the Nintendo Switch. Anyways, those are my thoughts on today's Nintendo Direct. Let me know what you guys thought. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.